So they leave the start-finish straight and head straight up one of the first of two monstrous climbs. Really, really heartbreaking ascent that before they hit the woods. It's extremely technical on the way back down. Lots of routes, very, very tight. Then the second of those big climbs up the lift line, another heartbreaker. And then they head into this little loop towards the finish. Two big asphalt straights to round the lap off through the tech zone and then back on the start-finish straight again. So there is an opportunity for riders to bring things back together. And they are off and racing. Xenofry, good start. It's the final UCI mountain bike cross-country Olympic World Cup of the season, and Evie Richards has led them off the line.
Bad start for Candice Lill, just missed the pedal completely. She's drifted from that front row back to the third row.
You can see riders further down the order getting tangled up. But it is Leah Schrievers who is out front. The young German rider has made a break for it and leads them up this first climb. And Ollie, this is an absolutely harrowing first climb out on the start loop.
Yeah, I mean, they've made a slightly wider start loop just to spread the riders out, give an opportunity for riders to make up from the battle. But Candice Lill have an absolute shocker off the line. Five-way scrap for second and third position.
Sevilla Blanc needs to finish ahead of Candice Lill if she wants to take second place in the overall UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. There's Mona Mittervalner for Cannondale on 21 bike, just buried slightly in the pack. Isla Short on the Ghost Factory Racing Machine on the 45, moves round the outside.
Yes, already just even in this slightly easier start loop, the technicality, and we had a lot of rain yesterday in the DH.
But this place, honestly, from the top of the climbs, just tips you straight back down as we see through this actually pretty awkward berm section at race speed. They're quite tight, those corners.
Yep, super tight as it drops down, and even this finish section, because the rest of the course looks so difficult, this one keeps dragging. It's a mixture of the grass, kind of steep sections, kind of 8-10%, and then it goes really steep when you enter the woods. When you crest the top, it goes from steep route climb to zero recovery.
It's very difficult here. You can see as well.
Candice Lill just out of her pedals momentarily, gets back in. Luana Lecomte takes the green light to move past her. So, first mistake we've seen from Candice Lill.
I think especially in the first lap for these riders, they have to find out how much grip the tires have. But I'm impressed about Candice Lill's start so far.
Big rock slabs. Again, this will be slippy and another test for the riders. And again, the margin for error through here, you have to be, we've got about 4 inches, the gap.
And you can see as well, Candice Lill lost a little bit of time here in that descent. Now overtaken by Evie Richards.
Yeah. Richards on fire through that section.
A different line for Evie Richards over there.
Absolutely monster trucking her way through the descents. Can Richards pace on the downhill? Luana Lecomte, though, we need to talk about how impressive she was here last season. And just as I say that, bobbles out in the roots, you can see no grip at all whatsoever out there.
That section behind that bridge is actually quite tricky. You can have an inside line, but there are three trees, and you can go in between, but for some of the handlebars, it's not wide enough. So you have to go around.
Down through this new jump section, then our first look at it. Here we go, Richards in from 8th place, and that is a new rear wheel in the back of that Trek. All she can do is watch now. In it goes, the axle goes back in straight through, axle on there into the right gear, and she'll get a push away from the mechanics. So not a bad stop, and if you are going to get a puncture bar, start the race, plenty of opportunity to work back.
It is, but of course 30 seconds you were lost easily. Hopefully she can come back to that leading group.
This is a section where they've just added that little bridge to the right. The riders are really struggling to clean that climb. It was big rock slabs, and even with the bridge, it's still difficult.
Really nicely done from Fry. Just kept the bike moving forwards. Luana Lecomte tried to tap the power on. The back wheel just span up, and Lill.
And you see how difficult it is for these riders.
Worst place that can happen on that climb. Gets going again. Henderson's in there. There's Keller coming as well.
Yeah, but also Rebecca Henderson. And here we see how slippery it is. The rear wheel is sliding to every side.
Ollie just
over these rocks.
Just cross-rutted there.
Yeah, all over the place. And
it's a matter of time to find out if the chasing group is coming back to her, or maybe she can extend the gap a bit further.
Ollie,
Looks like these three are coming back together. Then they will look to each other as well.
I mean, everything's relative.
Yeah, they have been testing out each other a couple of times. Luan Lecomte, she showed her strength in the descent, how fast she is. She had a little bit of a gap at the bottom of the descent.
Zena Fry right back up onto the wheel of Luan Lecomte. Half wheels are over the bridge. Lets her know she's there.
You just saw her just at the last part of that climb, just accelerate, put 10, 20 pedal strokes in.
Yeah,
in
after
12.
her rear flat in the previous lap.
As we look at the front now.
Steger now going to the front.
Yep, Steger pulls out wide and overtakes Luan Lecomte at the front of the race. Lil not that far off. Ehler in 4th place currently.
So we see Laura Steger now for the first time leading the race, and she knows as well she's fast in the descent and almost at the top of the climb.
This second loop, like I say, the less technical, relatively speaking, compared to the first one.
Oh, and now at the front we see Laura Steger attacking off the front of Luan Lecomte. Lecomte keen to close that back up, but no Zena Fry in that shot.
So it's a little bit further down, but not that far off. But Steger definitely is putting the hammer down now.
Could this be a 1-2 punch from Specialized?
I'm not sure. Zena Fry, have to see.
5 seconds back, Fry. There
She's
she
got
is.
an issue, or
maybe Laura Steger has just dropped the hammer on one of those descents.
the descent where just lost pictures a little bit as you drop down through the woods. That's the fast. There's a few rock sections. There's the gap jump. You drop through the river, but it's the slightly easier descending through that section. I'm surprised to see Zena Fry get dropped, unless she had a proper little off.
Yeah, but I think Steger, she put the hammer down in that descent.
Here they come down into the tech feed zone then, the tech zone, excuse me.
Luan Lecomte is entering that feed zone.
Yep, pulling in. And there is Sevilla Blanc and Martina Berta.
Yeah, 7th, 8th at the moment.
Yep, 7th and 8th.
Blanc having a cracking season and in that 5-way fight for 2nd and 3rd place.
Needs to get herself ahead of Candice Lillo if she wants to take 2nd in the overall.
It means a lot in this race.
Yeah, it's, what, 16 seconds.
And this little climb now on this 2nd section, we've got 3 little kicks, all really tiring, and then we drop onto where we saw the XCC short track racing.
Yeah, it's important for Luan Lecomte to close that gap as quick as possible so she can have a little bit of a draft and save her energy.
Yolanda Neff's in 19th at the minute. So inside the top 20 for Neff, a season to forget for her, but...
Yeah, 4-time winner at Monza now. Yeah, just shows the strength.
So strong here over the years, Neff, and you can bet she'll be back for more in 2025.
I say, but at one point she was back in 18th position on the start lap. So
179 beats per minute, 183 on the Whoop Live. A Sevilla Blanc 14.7 her live strain, so that graph moving steadily upwards towards the 21 maximum.
And Sevilla Blanc currently 2nd overall before we started the race. And
39 seconds back now for Candice Lil. Behind her, Alessandra Keller looking stronger and stronger as the race goes on, Keller.
If I was at the front, I'd be worried. You know, the pit crews will be giving you notifications of where people are at, but if I was at that front 3, I'd be worried about Keller, I'd be worried about Rizvids coming back.
That's the river gap. Oh, how to jump that one? Oh.
It just shows how big and how deep it is.
Rebecca Henderson's in it.
Wow.
And how to get out.
Wonder what's happened there.
Why she didn't jump it? Does she have a...
She came in.
Oh, everyone's having to get off behind her and jump onto the B line. Just have a look, can't really see what's going on with the bike. A Sevilla Blanc then ends up in the trunk as well.
Into it.
I think she just came up with an issue, a problem or a slip, and wasn't confident.
Performance at this one, Evie Richards. Luan Lecomte leads the way by 1 second from Lyra Steger. Zena Fry, 26 seconds back. This group has been in the river.
Yeah, but also Tamara Wittmann, Austrian champion, coming back to this group.
And there's Sevilla Blanc moving around the outside of Steffi Haberlin then in the red of Team BMC. So
I think I've never been such a big chasing group in Monza then. Halfway of the race.
Yeah, lap 5 out of 6. Penultimate lap of the year. Look at Sevilla Blanc fighting up the inside there.
It's a full scrap at the moment. But this climb is so steep, 20-25% on the inside of those corners.
Oh, as Lecomte, again, that little pinch point just causing problems, but these two have just been travelling faster, Ollie, than everybody else out there.
Yeah, the speed, they just Looks so smooth, so confident on this track.
Candice
Very
Lill,
little grip.
1 minute and 24 back in 4th place at the minute. That would be enough for 2nd place in the UCI World Cup overall. Sevilla Blanc is currently in 8th, 2 minutes and 3 seconds back off the lead. So that one looking like it's heading the South Africans' way. And I know that there's often so much debate over what privateer actually means, but to be 2nd in the UCI World Cup without a registered team,
Yeah.
huge result. Final lap of the year, Lyra Steger leads them onto it.
Johan Lecomte is looking back.
Here's a slow-mo through the rocks of Chiara Tiocchi.
It shows how difficult it is for these riders here in Monsen. Sina Fry on 3rd place.
Sina Fry takes the bell.
There's Hibberly, Steffi Hibberly.
Oh, and Lecomte, you see the strength on the climbs going up that inside line, and it's so much deeper up there. She just applying the pressure now. It's a big attack.
That's very steep, that inside line. Impressive what she did.
Absolute hammer down, racing from the 2 at the front of this one.
Yeah, big move from Lecomte to go up that inside line on this last lap.
Steger, Lecomte, Fry, your top 3. Is that the way they're going to cross the line? It's anyone's guess here in Mont Saint Anne at the top of one of the most brutal climbs in mountain bike racing.
Definitely this course has some options to take different lines, which are fast, a bit more difficult.
And there's a gap now, there's a gap forming between Luana Lecomte and Lyra Steger here. Steger looks like she's in trouble.
Yeah, Lecomte attacking on those really steep switchback sections, and we've still got quite a lot of climbing left to go before we crest.
As Luana Lecomte judged this one to absolute perfection.
Lecomte is doing at the moment, pushing hard.
There's Luana Lecomte, how far back? It's Lyra Steger looking like she's soft pedaling through here now. Ollie, this could be it.
This is it, we're just cresting the climb now, then we've got that big descent, but you can see that Steger's just struggling to get the gear around, the legs are packing up. Lecomte's got the drive over the top.
Neff has DNF'd, Yolanda Neff pulls in, and that will be it for her 2024 season. Not what she wanted from this Olympic year. The former Olympic mountain bike champion Yolanda Neff retires in Mont Saint Anne, but meanwhile at the front, one of her old sparring partners, Luana Lecomte, looks like she's riding towards her 11th UCI cross-country Olympic World Cup win.
You just got to keep smooth, but
she's not that far off, Steger.
Steger's pulled 6 seconds back on a descent alone. 10 seconds the gap now. Can't take your eyes off this one. Anything could happen here in Mont Saint Anne on the last lap of the year.
And we know as well that Steger is very fast on the next sections which are coming up.
This one not done yet. Don't go anywhere. Luana Lecomte for Canyon Collective, the mouth open in the pain cave, going for her 11th UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup win at the last race of 2024. As Lecomte drops in over that river gap for the last time, in real pain now, Luana Lecomte, but she knows that she needs to keep her focus. She needs to keep the rubber side down.
A couple more difficult descents to go for Lecomte.
Get that canyon to the finish line. She needs to build herself a buffer here for whenever they hit the asphalt, because Lyra Steger has a very, very powerful sprint finish on her. Luana Lecomte is about to take her 2nd cross-country Olympic win of the season at the last time of asking.
What an attack from Lecomte on that climb.
It has been an absolute masterclass from Luana Lecomte. The Frenchwoman is going to make it back-to-back cross-country Olympic UCI World Cup wins in Mont Saint Anne. Luana Lecomte remains one of, if not the very, very best out there when the going gets technical. Behind her, Lyra Steger put up a brave fight, but just lost it on that last half lap, Ollie.
What a scrap. I enjoyed that one, I tell you.
It was tense.
Lecomte has just always had that feeling that she just had the edge over Steger on the climbs. And
look at Keller fighting hard, but Candice Lill, this one will have ramifications in terms of the World Cup overall for the rider in front for the time being, Candice Lill.
Yeah, Keller got the overall title wrapped up before this one, but there was a huge scrap going on for 2nd and 3rd.
Candice Lill heads Alessandra Keller. Are we going to get a sprint finish to the line? Zena Fry is going to cross the line in 3rd place. A superb end of 2024 continues for the former UCI world champion Zina Fry.
With the pace of Lecomte, that gap
There
back
goes
to 30.
Keller. Keller attacks Lil. Is that all she wrote for Candice Lil, or can she rally and get past Alessandra Keller? She's making a good go of it. 2 into 1, one work into this corner. Lil gets the move done first, prepares to swing right. Has she got another kick left as they head towards the start-finish straight?
Big drive out the corner, then we got this last, it's just like, almost looks like on a short track race.
Really, really loose surface as they head up onto the asphalt. Keller needs to stay right on the back wheel of Candice Lil if she wants to get the job done here. Candice Lil, but no, Keller sets up. That's enough. Candice Lil crosses the line in 4th place. 2 minutes back off the winner, Lecomte. Then in 5th place, the overall UCI Cross-Country Olympic World Cup title winner for 2024. Disappointed with 5th place. She needn't be. What a year for Alessandra Keller. Candice Lil may well have done enough to get 2nd in the UCI World Cup overall. Jenny Risfitz crosses the line in 7th. She has given absolutely everything this season.
Yes, I'm very, very happy. It was a long week because I wait to finish this half season, and I really wanted to finish this season on a high note. So, what a race! I think we raced with Laura since junior. I don't remember the year, but it's always a pleasure to race with her. And yes, in junior she finished every time in front of me, and now I try to change the.
Luana Lecomte takes a victory in Mont-Saint-Anne for the 2nd season on the bounce. And finishes what has been a dramatic year for her extremely strongly. Heads into the off-season in good shape. Lecomte, Steger, Fry, Lil and Keller, your top 5 here in Mont-Saint-Anne, the final round of the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup 2024. There we go then. Confirmation: Lecomte from Steger, Fry, Lil, Keller, Richards, Risfitz. Haberlin, Wiedmann, superb ride from Tamara Wiedmann in 9th. Then Sevilla Blanc. Alessandra Keller is a 2024 UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup overall title winner in the elite women's class. We spoke to her at the start of the year. She said it was important in an Olympic season to keep your eyes on the World Cup overalls. They're hard to win. She's won 2 of them again. Confirmation then off the standings. Steger up into 2nd place. Candice Lil missing out by just a handful of points. Lecomte up into 4th. Blanc from 2nd all the way back to 5th.